So he just jumps on my shoulders. I'm like, oh, he meant shoulders. This is what shoulders is. But he gets on like not evenly, right? So I'm like, it's fucking heavy. I'm not very strong. So I shuffle him around a little bit. And I'm just stood with him. And I feel like someone like pushed me, but they don't. I'm just not strong enough. So I just like buckle, and he falls like, so picture him on my shoulders. He falls over my head, but I fall backwards. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going backwards and he's going forwards. I end up falling like a sandwich like this, like so I end up falling forward, but I'm going backwards. So it kind of hurts a little bit, but I'm also like making sure I don't drop him. This week's been tough for my music, man.
Why?
Well, so I was going to tell you, I went to a Christmas D shoot last week, right? And I'd already been in London from like Saturday till Tuesday. And then, we moved the podcast to Slim, so I ended up going back. It was just so stressful. So I said yes to it, but I think I would have probably said no to it if I knew that those 4 days were going to be so long. So like I went to, I was in London, came back on Tuesday night, went home, was home Wednesday, then went back on Thursday. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna stay at a hotel this time because I've done that like 4 days. I'm going to go there in the morning and I'm going to drive straight back. And there's a shoot in London with Chris. It's not going to be out for a long time. I'm not going to say anything about the shoot really, but it had alcohol involved. And I'm like, well, it's Chris MD doing a football video. I'm pretty sure I've only been asked here because I drink in videos and I'm funny when I drink, right? So I was like, I texted him. I'm like, I'm not drinking in this video, by the way. So I ended up sleeping 3 hours that day. I drove all the way there. Had an energy drink. I'll say energy drink because it doesn't end. It ends bad. It's nothing to do with Prime. I had an energy drink on the way to keep me awake on 3 hours sleep. Got there. We shot the video. I ate something gross, which I actually forgot about. So look forward to the video for that. But I also didn't drink much on the whole shoot. So it was like a whole day from like, I don't know. Well, I set off at like 6. And I ended up finishing at 3:30, right? Freezing cold day. In that shoot, Harry is on my shoulders. And he said to me, can I do this on your shoulder? And I was like, yeah, sure. But I just interpreted it as on my back. I just forgot about I was like, I wouldn't have contemplated that. So he just jumps on my shoulders. I'm like, oh, he meant shoulders. This is what shoulders is. But he gets on like not evenly, right? So I'm like, it's fucking heavy. I'm not very strong. So I shuffle him around a little bit. And I'm just stood with him. And I feel like someone like pushed me, but they don't. I'm just not strong enough. So I just like buckle, and he falls like, so picture him on my shoulders. He falls over my head, but I fall backwards. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going backwards and he's going forwards. I end up falling like a sandwich like this, like so I end up falling forward, but I'm going backwards. So it kind of hurts a little bit, but I'm also like making sure I don't drop him. So I kind of like, I guess he's probably hurt himself a little bit, but I kind of hurt my neck, not badly, but I was like, that's going to really hurt in the morning. And I was like, it's a bit sore, fine. Then we end up doing something else in the video that is like also quite like taxing on the like your neck and shoulders and back. And I didn't realize that at the time. For like ages, for hours, we were doing this. Anyway, drive home. Finally, we go. I leave. And I'm like, I feel like kind of shit right now. I had another energy drink because I was knackered that day, and I was like, and I was so tired. I was like, I'm driving. I need to make sure I'm safe driving. So I had another energy drink, and I'm driving back. And I'm like, I feel sick. So I don't want to eat anything. I had like a protein shake thingy. I had like some food, or I could just stop having and eat food. But I felt like I was gonna be sick. I didn't eat anything. So that whole day, I barely eaten anything. Only had 2 like energy drinks. And then I realized in the back I had like a paper bag. So the whole journey, I'm like holding my mouth, or like I've been trying to like force myself not to be sick. And if you do that, usually you're not gonna be sick. If you know you can't be sick, you're probably not gonna be. But then my mind, I realized I've got a paper bag in the back, and then once I realized that, it was like game over. So then I knew I could be sick. So then I ended up grabbing it, putting it on my lap, and then when I put it on my lap, I was just fucking barfing in this bag. It was gross, man. And then like the bag like ripped and it like leaked onto my
the Tesla, no.
onto my like my trousers, into my jumper, and then onto like the car. And then I realized for some reason I took a suitcase that day, like a change of clothes. I don't know why I did that because I was not staying over, but I'm glad I did. So I pulled up into services, got changed, and then like threw away the bag obviously, and like just put the wet clothes, like, well, not wet, it wasn't bad, it's just a bit sick, put in there. Anyway, got home and I threw up again at home, right? This time it's just stomach acid. The first time I threw up, it was just the energy drink. Then it was stomach acid, right? And then I'm falling asleep on the sofa. It was when Man City played Spurs, right?
Yeah.
I went to sleep at 2-0, woke up at 4-2. Fuck, what a good game I missed. Went to bed, slept for 11 hours. Like I got on my phone, my app thingy, 10 hours, 45 minutes I slept for. In the morning, Laura goes, oh yeah, I think if you throw up after a head injury, it could be a concussion. I was like, whoa, why tell me this now? And then then someone else tells me that I told that that is like, you have to go to hospital. You have to go A&E for that. Like, because it could be like brain and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? So I call my mum, obviously, as you do. And she said, yeah. She says, call 111. So I call 111, go through this for like 20 minutes. And then they say, yeah, you need to go A&E. I've booked you in right now, referred you, go to it. So I go, and also I was told by someone else, you're not supposed to sleep if you've got a suspected concussion. And I'm knocked out for 11 hours. So I'm actually like, this could be really bad.
I might be dead.
Yeah. So I go A&E. And I'm like, I go to the reception and I'm like, I've been referred to A&E. She's like, by who? I'm like, what? I'm not, like, by 111, like by you. You done this to me. And she was like, name, who's your GP? I'm like, fuck those. I don't know. I want to just move back. And she's really mad at me. And she says, go and see this guy over there. So I go see like this nurse, and he's like, does your head hurt? I'm like, well, it's like my shoulders and my neck up to like here. So I don't know if like, I don't think so. He's like, he's like, and he laughs at me. He's like, no concussion then. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to have a concussion. I don't want one either.
Just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, he's like, no, you haven't got one. He's like, you haven't had an injury. I'm like, no, I have had an injury. He's like, no. Anyway, sends me to someone else. They do my temperature and like heart rate and all that, and they say that like I've got a bad temperature, you know. So I go to another doctor, and then she's like, okay, she doesn't think I've got a concussion, just because it's just a like neck injury, but I have got an infection. But it's just, so she's like, have you she's like, had diarrhea? No. Have you been coughing? No. Like, and she checks my ears, checks everything, like skin rash, nothing wrong with me, just infection. But she doesn't know what it is. So it does my COVID test and all that, and then just sends me home. It's like 3 hours of nothing. But yeah, I have no idea what happened.
Just threw up.
Yeah. And then the next day I was like out as well. But the reason I'm saying this is because like my music's been so hard this week.
Yeah. You got it out though.
Yeah, I got one song out. I haven't promoted it, I realised. It's annoying because like I've been looking at the numbers. I mean, I'm not focused on numbers at all, but I have looked at numbers, and this week it's like this.
No.
Just because I haven't been posting about it.
Nah, but it's just come out. Well, actually it went out like
not that song. I'm saying like all the music in general.
Oh, okay.
So like it's been going like this, like up and up and up, and because I haven't been like tweeting about it or doing like reels or anything, it's gone like down a little bit, which I'm not bothered about. And I'm also like, I didn't love that song either, which is bad, but you know, fucking JJ, man, planting shit in my head now.
Why?
You know the meal where he was like, the first song amazing, second song not so much. Yeah, but no, he can say that. I don't mind him saying that. But now I'm like, every time I make a song, I'm like, fuck, will JJ like it? But also, I've had other people message me saying that the second one was their favorite one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's music.
Yeah, so I can't think.
People like music differently.
Yeah, I can't think the song's bad. It's just not someone's taste, you know.
Yeah.
But I've got next week's done as well. But it's getting techie. But I'm enjoying it still. Next one's like a Drake freestyle style song.
Yeah.
I was gonna call it 2 a.m. and Nuts because I thought it was like a sick title, but it's not good enough to be called that.
Yeah.
But it's still good though. So yeah. But it's probably been a whirlwind. It's hard, man. We'll talk about your move soon, but just traveling's hard for me.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm not built for it.
Yeah.